Hello there, guys. It is me, the X-Whatever, and today we're doing Love Deku Was Betrayed Part 3. And I know you're wondering, finally actually doing this? Yes, I am doing this, but to tell you guys some things. I have been working on some stuff in Warframe because I got into playing that, and the posting for my stuff is still good, but I'm just experimenting a little with my Warframe. But right now, I'm going to go into details of Izuku's father. Him, right now, I'm actually playing Warframe, but I'm not actually in a match. Okay? Okay. So, basically, okay, give me a minute. God damn it. I gotta get that. This. That. Okay. So, Izuku's father. So, Izuku was now 2 weeks later after Izuku went, not 2 weeks later, 2 months later after Izuku, no, 2 weeks later after Izuku went missing. Aizawa tried finding everything about this person, the guy wearing the scarf. But to his surprise, nothing came up. All we got was just basic rumors and just legend. That was just it. Just like the bits and pieces, not much to go on, but one thing is for certain. This guy is old, but one thing is really shocking. He didn't say, no one knows what quirk he has. Umbra's quirk to be exact. As he tries, whenever he tries going deeper and digging, going deeper and deeper into the thing, he comes up with nothing. And Aizawa was a bit surprised. Usually, something like that would usually be impossible, but if you have the right person covering it up, then that means you're backed up by a very powerful individual. And he doesn't know who that individual is. However, one thing is for certain, Aizawa did put a key together. The person that rescued Izuku Midoriya was indeed powerful. Not only that, he showed numerous of abilities. And Aizawa just sighed, just like, this is gonna be a goddamn long night, isn't it? Looks like I gotta get some paperwork for this. As we now go to Izuku. Izuku was just wandering the ship like any other curious being, because it was his dad's ship. As Izuku was looking around, he turned to his right and he saw sculptures, or statues, of big things. One was gray, one was red and orange. The gray one was gray and blue, and the other one was green and blue, but with also a mixture of black. And before you guys say, I said in part 1, Umbra is telepathically talking to Izuku. He's not talking telepathically like talking in his mind, or telepathically like I said before. As Umbra comes up from the staircase from the orbiter, he just looks at Izuku like, Izuku? As Izuku looks at Umbra like, yeah? Are you wondering what those statues are? As Izuku's like, yeah. Can you tell me what these statues are? I've never seen these before. Are they perhaps toys? And Umbra's like, Izuku, these are not toys. These things your father got from Eidolons. And Izuku looks at Umbra with a face of like curiosity, or I don't know, unknown. What are those? As Umbra says, well, they're big monsters that are the size of probably a building. And they're really tough to beat. And your father beat all 3 of these. The first one was easy when he was just starting out, or just woke up. Second one was when he was in his mid-class. The third one, he had a bunch of help from his friends to defeat it. And Izuku was amazed that his father, not only did he fight 2 Eidolons by himself, but he needed help with the third one. Izuku asked, wait, if my father defeated these 2, why did he have to have a team to defeat that one? As Umbra puts his hands together and just says, well, this one was insanely powerful. Plus, even if you get in range with him, he takes away your energy. So your father had to get an energy class for his team. And right now, there's no one else in the whole galaxy that was better at giving anyone team revives and healing. He was extremely skilled with many Warframes. Some he did not like, but he managed to win the battle anyway with it. Still don't know how, but he's even luckier than when he got me. As Izuku was like amazed that his father had this kind of battle, and also Izuku wondering what's with the casket or what's with the vase to the corner. As Umbra like turned his head slightly and says, "Oh, that is Enorse's ashes, a warframe that your father and I had to build together, and his ashes are in there. A warframe, and a great person. He actually was down by legends." As Zuko was like, "Really?" As Umbra's like, "Yeah. He was legendary, alright. Hell, he was pretty goddamn. Pretty goddamn weird. Didn't even take any shields. Just ate enemies to get their health like a goddamn tank." As Izuku's like, "So did he had to eat him?" Izuku's like says like, "Yep." Izuku's like, "Ew, ew." As Umbra's like, "Well, what can you do? It's one of that Warframe's abilities, and plus, each health he gets, his health becomes like armor." Izuku's like, "Okay, moving on. What's that?" Izuku's about to leave. "Wait, what's this like floating glass thing?" As Umbra's like, "Oh, that glass thing is someone your father defeated. He was very powerful. Hell, even he took both of us to defeat him." By the way, this is from the Glassmakers like other season. I didn't complete it. I didn't complete it all the way, but I did manage to get like the shoulder pads from it. So yeah, as he was like amazed at how his father would defeat such a powerful being. And of course, Izuku already knows like the Chinese things are on the ship. But when you leave that area, there's nothing else. Just the bridge has it all. As Izuku was looking around and leaves, Izuku looks at this arsenal, and right to the side was a fish and a poster right next to the arsenal. As Izuku goes down the stairs and makes a right. As soon as he enters there, he sees the helmet floating. As Izuku asks Umbra, like, "Umbra?" As Umbra's like, "Yeah? What's this helmet?" As Umbra, doesn't say anything for a few minutes, like, "This is the Lotus's helmet." As Izuku's like, "So, is this someone was important to my dad, or..." As Umbra says, "Yeah, she is, or is still, or was." It's hard to explain. As Izuku's like, "Okay, what do you, As Izuku's moving on, Umbra, avoid the question. As Izuku was walking by, Izuku looked at, Umbra. Izuku asked Excalibur this. "Hey, Excalibur, why are you up here, in the and, being displayed?" As Umbra's like, "Are you really an idiot?" As Zuko's like, "No, I'm just curious. Why didn't Dad make another one of you?" As Umbra says, "Well, that's just a statue." As Zuko's like, "That's a statue? It looks so realistic." As Umbra's like, "Well, the statue is actually made to mimic any Warframe, so your dad mimicked mine. Plus, he put a lot of work into it and a lot of resources." As Zuko passed by, he saw the fish tank. And when he looked in there, he saw a variety of fish. A fish that he's never seen before. Hell, even fish that look like not out of this world. As Zuko's like, "Where are all these fish?" As Mura says, "Oh, your dad caught them." As Zuko's like, "My dad caught these?" As Zuko's like, "Yep." Like, whoa. Were they hard to catch? As Umbra's like, "Hell no, they're fucking easy." As Suku's like, okay. As Suku like goes as was moving away, and he looks to his left and saw and right and sees a bunch of Iatong like crystal or Iatong like sculptures. When Izuku looked, he saw like a bunch of them. When I mean a bunch, I mean a bunch, like a lot. Because he could see his father collected a lot of these. As Izuku's like, what are these Iatons? What are these sculptures, Umbra? Well, Izuku, these sculptures are actually a lot of things. You can get a lot of endo from them from upgrading some stuff for your Warframe. Izuku's like, so if I scrap them, as Umbra says, I wouldn't do that because your old man told me you are not allowed to. Izuku's like, really? What's with the sculptures anyway? As Umbra's like, he had a hobby of collecting them, even though you usually meant to like dismantle them. It was just a hobby of his. I don't know. Izuku's like, okay. As Izuku was leaving and looks to what appears to be a music player, next to it was a teacup or a unique ancient Orkin tea set, and a little thing that Umbra says that it was a Night Waver, Wave Rider like comic book. And in the middle was Octavia, like a hologram, and above it was it's one of those things that are on like Fortuna. It's for the skating board drive. Yeah, it's like one of those like sparkly things. I can't remember what it is, but yeah. Izuku was like really curious about his dad's collection, and Umbra says, "Well, your dad only ever like got like your dad only ever got like 6 like goddamn notes done, so there's still like about like I don't know like 50 like I don't know 47 like 54 left for him to get." As Ziggy's like, oh, so I have to find them. As Ziggy's like, as Umbra's like, yep. You know how much of pain that will be? And Umbra's like, yeah. What do you think I had to go through with him? He just was so like obsessed. Excuse me, obsessed with collecting them. And pause right here for a minute. The reason why I'm giving Izuku Umbra is because Umbra has lost stat chance, and plus I messed up on his build because right now it's not like 95% more efficiency. It's just that I have to upgrade Umbra a bit more, and I have to get like the arcane secrets. I need that for my build because I'm making like a build for him. Because right now, Umbra, I'm gonna make Umbra like very, very broken, guys. Okay. Because Umbra needs to be broken. Because right now he has about my duration is 95, which I kind of messed up on. I meant to put it at like fleeting XT for like 50, because then that raises out with my prime continuity ability, or prime continuity. Yep. And then after a while, I'll be able to upgrade some stuff. Right now, my strength for my Warframe is 170% for Umbra, because this is Izuku's dad's build. Because right now this is Izuku's dad's build, so don't expect it to be perfect. Because it's still work in progress. Be aware of that. I'm still like fixing it a bit, so this class is at least decent, you know. And right now, I am gonna try and come on, game, Jesus, and trying to get like some other things. Let me just see what I got from my last shift when finding the Eidolon. Because right now I'm like doing stuff, guys. So just I was looking for some stuff. Okay, so Ezekiel was looking around the ship, right, and he looked to his right, and he saw like a bunch of like tiny little bobbleheads that were like different Warframes. The other one, the one that was like Excalibur Dex, or Dex like Excalibur, and Aurelie, and another version of Aurelie, but that one was moving, and the other Warframe that it's the new Warframe that you get with a ghost ship. I can't remember the name, but that's that. and right next to was a really poster was a Wave Rider. Izuku was like really like fascinated with it, and Izuku was like, "Whoa, is this what my dad like was he my dad like liking comic books?" Or as I was like, "Yep." And to the right was a bunch of drawn posters looked like was made by a kid. And Izuku was like, "Oh, so what are these?" As Zuko's like, not Zuko, that's not Zuko's like, I mean, Umber's like, Zuko said. And Umber's like, well, these things are basically bobbleheads that your dad liked. He never got done finishing his collection before he damn passed that old geezer. As Zuko's like, I understand my dad made you mad, but what made you so pissed, like, agitated with him? As it was like, well, one thing, he made my armor look like pink, and I still hold a grudge against him for it. Hell, what do you mean by scarf pink? You know how much people laughed at me wearing that Warframe? As he was like imagining the image, like, oh, that would be a really bad image. As it was like, oh, sorry, it was not pink. My scarf was not pink, it was white. And, oh, you can just imagine how much like people were looking at him. Was like, is this guy Pink Warframe? Like fascism, but for Umbra. He's a guy like even though Umbra should not have like emotion, he's the first Warframe that actually has a mind of its own. And right now he felt so violated. like he's been like, why have you violated me? It was like that. Besides, I just want to, okay, quick pause right there. I'm still going to continue it, but to tell you some things right now, I am going to be making Damonchi Deku texting story, no crossovers. I don't think I've done it before. I did a what if about it, but not just the regular one. However, I'm going to be messing with it a bit, so wait. Oh, God. I'm at Solaris right now, so I guess gotta buy some things, so I guess I gotta purchase this. Thank you, Solaris. Oh, God damn it. Because right now I'm looking at Solaris, what he has right now, and I really need this right now. Because I know I'm looking what he has, and I need all this stuff what he has right now. Oh gosh. I really need that. The stories Luke carries within 12 meters, dude, I need that. I'm not even at I'm only at like neutral with Severus. I'm not even maxing out. So yeah, surprise, right? Oh boy. Anyway. Izuku was, minding his own business. Right now, Umbra told Izuku a bunch of stories about his dad. How he was a legend among all Warframes. Hell, even with the Grineer was terrified of him. Right now, you're wondering, wait, wait, so you're saying Izuku's gonna be really OP? Like, yes, but right now he's going through training with Umbra. As Umbra claps his hands like, okay, enough about your dad. No, pretend he's like one of those coaches that has to train like a newbie. Like, let's continue training. And Zuko's like, please go easy on me. I still have the bruises from yesterday. As Umbra's like, oh no, no breaks, little man. As Zuko's like, no. And Umbra's like, as now we cut to Nezu and Aizawa. As Aizawa went into the room and sat down, Nezu asked him a question, like, so, did you find anything? As Aizawa just looked at Nezu just like, I cannot find anything, Nezu. Nezu raised an eyebrow, really? That's unusual. We usually find something about in a few days or a week. As Aizawa says, I know. doesn't make sense. Right now, I tried my best digging what I could from him, or get what I could have. But as Nezu says, let me guess, nothing came up. As Nezu shakes his head, yeah. As Nezu sighs, like, so we don't know who this individual is, but one thing's for certain, he's really, really like well at hiding himself. And Izuku, as Aizawa says, yeah, that's much. That's all, but much. That's about how much we know for now. As Nezu like sipping his tea, like, well, I guess it can't be helped. If there is anything else you wish to tell me, or you found anything in your findings, come to me straight away. As Aizawa says, yes, Nezu. As Aizawa leaves. As soon as Aizawa leaves the door and looks at the photo, and pulls up a photo of Umbra. Just what exactly are you? Nezu like says, in all my years, I've never had a hard time finding someone's identity. However, it just feels like it just came out of thin air, popped out of, like, fantasy. As Nezu, like, turns his table to this window, like, says, I want to, hopefully one day, when I find you, I want to know how you did that. And by the way, that armor, it looked pretty advanced, even though it looked like plastic. As Izuku did manage to capture some footage of Umbra being stabbed by a guard, and Soul Knife being completely broken. Reason, Earth is in modern era, okay? Like in the modern age. They don't have high-tech stuff to pierce Warframes, because they don't have Warframe technology to pierce through the armor. As 2 minutes later, we cut to Izuku. Is that over? We're done with the lesson? As Scott like, yep. Izuku's like, really? As Umbra's like, no, we're taking a quick break. Like, as Izuku like falls on his head, like, I don't know how much I can take of this. As Umbra just says, well, you were the one who decided to pick this kid. Don't blame me. Blame yourself. As Izuku's like, that's true. Umbra, can you just get easy on me for once? As Umbra's like, no, this is not charity, buddy. You have to work for your stuff, man. Ah, no. Pause quickly. Okay, guys, I'm not ending it here yet, but I want your opinions on it. If this video is so long, then I understand, but also, this is a new video that it does take me a while for my videos to be done uploading, so be aware of that. And it's a pain in the butt to even upload this, because it takes like longer than usual, because it's a new phone, so yeah. Anyway, but I do have some things I already said before, but I'm gonna be basing on a book about Izuku and Damanchi, but he's like still weak, so once he's level 2, he'll be able to use One for All about 15%, because 15% is nothing, I know, but with more training at level 2, he's probably be able to master at least a bit more of All for One, so his one doesn't break that easily. So be aware of that. Sorry, I'm just like literally like if I'm wondering why I'm silent, I'm just like in like Severus's like house or whatever, and right now I'm like getting some stuff I need to level up, because right now I didn't have any more scanners. More precisely, I had 0. There you go. I'm sorry, just like I really need scanners because I had none. Plus, I almost deployed a wolf beacon by accident because I know, Severus and all. Like, Cephalon Severus is really good, but like I know you're gonna criticize me a lot, like saying, "Wait, you don't have the synthesis scanner like optic?" Like, yeah, I don't because I've just been busy leveling up my stuff. I did not know that I could get that. Right now, I'm like thinking of getting like one of these. Like, I want to get the like tread like ratchet because it will reduce my time for scanning a target, which would be really helpful. But if I get recharge scanner, I can get like about like 60 more scans or more scans available. Then I don't have to buy any more synthesis scanners. I'm really close to it, but I think I might just get like the other one that gets it much more quicker. But at the same time, I think I might just get that one. But basically, Izuku will also have this as well, obviously. But right now, Izuku's gonna be really OP in like my betrayed one. He's gonna be like really strong right now. So right now he's like at mid level at least from like Umbra. So yes, he'll be like kind of like the main character still, but not at the same time. But right now he has still much to go on and how much strength he has. But anyway, I really want to continue this, so let's continue. As Izuku got done with his training a few hours later, Izuku was beaten to a bloody pulp, like, so bad that his body was like, could not even move. The numbers like, is that all you can take, kid? The old man took my punches without even breaking a sweat. Izuku looks at Umber like, yeah, my dad must have been a really great person. As Umber's like, damn, this kid's able to act like this dad. As Umber's like having flashbacks of like Izuku's father, like, oh, as Umber's like wishing not to remember, but like, great. Looks like I have to deal with another one. As Izuku's like, what do you mean another one? As Umber's like, nothing, kid. As sorry about that. I'm just looking at my stuff right now. Okay. As Izuku begins to okay. As then Izuku starts to like get up and ask Umbra one thing. Hey Umbra, my bone cracked. Will I ever be at the skill my dad was? As Umbra stays silent for a few minutes, like, yeah. You two are too damn similar, but you're way nicer than him, so I appreciate that. As Izuku's like, smiles, like, as Umbra, like, sees a flashback of how Izuku's dad smiled. I know I said I would continue this, like, a bit longer, but I'm gonna end it here for now. I know I said it would continue, sorry, just really not into it right now, because I'm playing Warframe, because I gotta grind some stuff, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed, truly. If you guys really do like my content that I make, or I really should get an editing software that I can, like, be really good at editing, I am down for suggestions for what editing software I should get, because to be honest, guys, I really need editing software, because I actually want someone in the comments to tell me what editing, like video, so I can, like, tell me what kind of video software I should get. Because then once I get that, I'll be able to, like, at least, like, make more videos than I usually do. And right now I'm just like experimenting with like a lot of builds, guys, so be aware of that. But anyway, I hope you truthfully enjoyed. If you guys like me this content, then I'm still making it. Also, I'm making Crazy Cat Izuku still, just I already worked on a thumbnail, obviously, I just gotta make the story, the plot twist, the characters. However, the Damanchi Deku one's gonna be a bit different from that one. It's gonna be a separate series. And that one's gonna be like a copy of the story that I read, but I'm gonna mention the author's name who made the book, or made like the fanfic. But right now, he's a really good person, but right now he's barely updates the thing. But he did update like the book, like the face of the book, so I like it. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Please smash the like button if you did enjoy, and hit the subscribe button if you're really interested in my what ifs, like, still. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.